That's right. Greetings, fellow armchair Imagineers. Tiki here.
Jacob Wild 2.
And Monkey 3 or something.
And welcome to the recap podcast for DuckTales Season 3, Episode 6, entitled Astro Boy. Emphasis on the D. All right, how you guys doing tonight? Talking to people in the comments and people joining me in the conversation here. We got Pink Pearl joining us in the comments. Inhuman Quake, how you guys doing?
Yeah, we got people.
All right, so Astro Boy, what you
B.Y.O.D, bring your own drug. No, wait, that's the wrong acronym.
Oh boy,
My bad.
boy.
Yeah, that'd be B.Y.O.D.
Whoa.
Yeah, I realized that when I was saying it.
Monkey, you're channeling your character from Rent.
B.Y.O.D. Which what?
Bring your own drugs.
Oh, okay, there we go. I was going to say droid, but okay, that works. I never did get you that fixed, did I?
No, you didn't, Monkey. No. God damn it.
Konnichiwa.
I feel kind of betrayed, to tell you the truth. Okay. So,
Konnichiwa.
Yes.
All right. So, Claude says, how do you guys feel about the guest stars in this episode?
They're fine, yeah.
Yeah, they worked.
Yeah.
They got actual Japanese people to voice them, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm afraid I only know one of them for his minor role in Kubo and the Two Strings. So.
Right.
But, you know, that's me and my limited, wide frames of reference.
I'm just going to come out and say it. I think Jacob, out of the three of us, is probably the biggest anime guy here. Am I right about that, Jacob?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
Pink
Tiki,
Pearl
have you ever
says,
seen Astro Boy? Or?
No. I love Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball, like I'm a diehard, like, 90s kid when it comes to my Dragon Ball fix. But honestly, outside of Dragon Ball, I haven't really ventured. I mean, with the obvious exception of like the Miyazaki films, I've never really ventured outside of into anime before, to tell you the truth.
I know I watched Pokemon as a child.
Yeah, Pokemon barely counts. Yeah.
But I don't think I've ventured much further than that.
Sure. So, yeah, Pink Pearl, I apologize if we don't catch all of the anime references in this episode.
Animation or whoever is like anime stuff, right? Because they're like the ones who did the Chuck E. Cheese movie, if that counts.
Yeah, the Chuck E. Cheese movie, Rob, the cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we have Matej in the comments here. I hope I'm saying your name right. Matej, is that right? He says, "Hi Tiki, how are you feeling after a gyro-centric episode?" Matej, I'm so glad you asked. Because I feel like that should be the jumping off point for this conversation, right?
That is certainly a point of conversation for us.
How the hell did I come around to Gyro maybe being my favorite character on this show?
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, he's up there. He's up there right now. I mean, God, I just love how he's like this crazy mad scientist who could destroy the world with his inventions. He's got a heart of gold underneath his rough exterior. And I like how tied into the history and the lore of the show he is. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm kind of...
We're learning a lot. We learned a lot more about him in this one.
Yeah.
Like,
oh God.
Also, just throwing out there, seeing as he seems to remember the actual events, what happened, I'm guessing he's the original and not a clone.
I think so. Yeah, that's the vibe I got.
I was like, no, the clones didn't inherit his memories, so it's hard.
Yeah.
So it's still, so for all we know, the original could still be technically dead.
Oh dear God!
Wait, you're saying they did inherit his memories?
I think so.
Okay, that's the question then.
Oh man, I don't
Jacob,
think
are you a clone?
Yeah. It's like how many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop, guys? The world may never know. All right, Executive says, since when was there a Chuck E. Cheese movie? Rob, would you like to take like a minute to do like the elevator pitch of this thing, this miracle that
Okay,
we
I'm not
discovered?
entirely sure if it was just sold at the stores or at Chuck E. Cheese's or something.
Oh,
but
I'm pretty sure what it was. I'm pretty sure what it was is you could redeem tickets for it, and that's pretty much the only way you
maybe
could
it was
get
like $15 or something. I don't remember, but there was some direct-to-video Chuck E. Cheese movie where they take part in an intergalactic race to help this kid they know whose aunt and uncle are going to lose their farm, and there's these two German guys who have this Christopher Walken type boss who uses
oh my god
gas to cheat on the races.
Yeah, it's pretty batshit. It's pretty batshit.
Sounds like a lot of wacky races.
Yeah, it's kind of like Wacky Races meets Mad Max, if I'm being honest.
I might have said this before, but one of my favorite memories of this channel is like years ago when Tiki and I did the Chuck E. Cheese podcast, and I suggested you watch that movie. Well, I come into the stream, into the hangout before it goes on air. I'm like, hey, and he says, hey man, what the hell did you make me just watch? Speaking of things we've watched, let's get back to DuckTales.
Yes. Okay.
We get the whole new dimension to Gyro in this one.
Yeah. This isn't my favorite episode of the season so far, but I do really like it for the Gyro stuff. I do think the last two episodes before this are a little bit higher up for me in the rankings, but the season's still young. I might, honestly, going back, I might appreciate this more on a rewatch because, of course, the Gyro stuff is really good.
It's kind of interesting to see how they kind of turn it into why all this stuff goes bad, like why he thinks everything turns bad. It's like it gave like a reason also why he's so cynical this time around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the mirroring of his dynamic with Fenton.
Sure.
Who we finally get to see him again.
Yeah. Or as Dr. Keith says, like an intern with an intern.
Claude and executive agree that Dr. Akita is probably going to join FOUL.
That would be interesting. I mean, I honestly don't think they used him enough. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked what he did, but I don't think they used him enough in this episode.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think he had a pretty interesting build up to him, like how we had. I
wouldn't be surprised if we see him again at some point. I don't know if it'll be a FOUL, but
maybe it's like another Endgame villain, like end season villain, I should say.
Yeah. Executive says he actually thought he was part of FOUL the first time he saw him, and I kind of have to agree with that. He does have
like the lighting
vibe to him. Exactly.
He kind of does have the same lighting as the Buzzards did.
So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he's already part of FOUL, to tell you the truth. Jacob, have you watched the original Astro Boy?
No.
Okay. See, I'm sorry. I
just looked at the wiki article on Astro Boy after watching the episode.
Yeah, I'm sorry, folks. We're not going to be very on point with the anime references in this.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry about that.
One of the more direct things I noticed was something like whoever built Astro Boy built him as like a replacement for his dead son Tobio.
Oh, okay. You see that monkey, that right there is way more of a deep cut than I could have ever pulled out. Good job. I'm impressed.
I mean, there was a thing or two I recognized right off in terms of anime, like most notably Sailor Moon's cameo. Or the Sailor Moon type.
Was funnily enough a rabbit.
Were the two pigs supposed to be like Team Rocket from Pokemon?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I
wouldn't be surprised either way.
I honestly kind of got a Miyazaki vibe from the two pigs, just because Miyazaki likes to do comical anthropomorphic pigs in his work a lot of the time, but I could be totally wrong.
Porco Rosso being the primary example.
I am definitely thinking of Porco Rosso, yes.
Now why has Mr. Miyazaki never hired moi for his little animes?
Oh, God. I love Porco Rosso.
What's a Hayao Miyazaki version of Pigs in Space?
Oh my God, it would work. It would work. I mean, he would make. I can imagine it right right now, like the real building of how the pigs are functioning in space, and it'd be like a pseudo-realistic fantasy thing.
Well, like that thing from the old Sex and Violence Muppet pilot, like Escape from the Planet of the Pigs.
Right.
Here, human, eat. Anyway.
All right, Inhuman Quake says he keeps getting Pinocchio vibe. I kind of agree with that, the whole, like, I'm a really real, or what
I'm a definitely real boy.
No, definitely, yeah, definitely real. And definitely real.
I like how they attributed that to Gyro.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like how like Gyro like said to him, "You were definitely a real boy." Then at the end he like got him. That's how he fixed him. Not like everybody like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cyclops references, sure.
I did notice that when he put the glasses on, I was like, "Oh, it's like Cyclops."
One thing I actually really appreciated about the episode was that this is the first time since the premiere of season 3 where Huey is in the spotlight again, and I really do think if we have more episodes like this, then season 3 can like really get the ball rolling towards being very Huey centric.
Yeah, like the what's it called? The sitcom episode was also Huey centric, but it still also had the whole ensemble there too. So
yeah.
Like Louis 11 and like You Only Crashed Twice, I don't think had him at all in it.
No, You Only Crashed Twice didn't. Louis 11 was just the cameo.
Oh yeah, he was the forger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a good forger, but only had a minor role.
Oh God, Claude Jiminy Cricket is Huey's mentor. That would that would be interesting.
Or is B.O.Y.D's mentor?
B.O.Y.D's mentor, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't really think that Huey needs a conscience.
No, like maybe, we already had the book.
Louis.
It's like Huey. It's like of the triplets, Huey kind of is the conscience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who flew them there?
I'm guessing
they flew themselves.
Yeah, and then they don't take the plane back.
I mean,
like that would have been funny if you get the setting shot of them flying, and then Huey's like, "Wait, didn't we come here on a plane?" Wonder.
Well, yeah, but the whole idea is that the police officer like basically chases them out, like, "Get out of here right now."
I wonder what are the odds that like in maybe the next episode we'll see like the rest of the family or whatever drop them off in Tokyo on the way to their next adventure or whatever that episode is.
It's like, I know the credits listed Launchpad, but I don't think he even spoke in this episode.
Well,
what about Launchpad? We didn't see him. We didn't see Launchpad. So. Yeah, we did. Yeah, he was at the beginning, right?
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, he was at the very beginning. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Let's see. Doofus Drake. Let's talk about that, Monkey, because I'm still not really on board with Doofus Drake.
I don't know. Was Doofus in this episode?
Yeah, he had a cameo when they were searching through his memories.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, which I still enjoy Doofus Drake. I still
that whole memory thing kind of gave me an AI vibe.
What was the thing like? Oh, we're not supposed to break anything. Then why do you insist on breaking my heart? and also getting some continuance of whatever Doofus's post-grounding story is. Like, oh, no more gravy baths.
For me, that's probably like the best Doofus moment in the entire series.
I was kind of surprised we didn't see him with the woodchucks at the beginning, since we saw he and Boyd he's in there as well as Boyd.
Well, his role was kind of fulfilled by Bully Beagle.
Yeah. What was it? So yeah, lucky Mark Beeks happened to find a robot that was the same kind of bird as him.
I know, right? I totally called that. I was like, Mark Beeks he's got to have some sort of connection to this robot because the robot totally looks like a young Mark Beeks.
Stealing all the tech and say I made it myself.
I still like Mark Beeks, man. I don't care what anyone says. I get a kick out of Mark Beeks.
And of course, what is it? Both of those cameos there, both of them have the thing of like them not wanting to hug Boyd.
And
then, of course, we see Gyro did it first, and then again at the end. Yeah.
Gyro who actually did hug him.
Yeah, good build up there.
Yep.
Claude Coringa very much championing for Merlok to be the main villain of season 4. And interesting, Magica and Morgana McWeber work as his minions. Good work. I could see Magica willingly working as his minion, but I could see her like maybe pulling a plot where, you know, she's like pretending to work for him, but she wants to usurp him eventually.
Sounds like Magica thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if and when we'll see Magica this season.
I don't know. But I do agree that Merlok is definitely a villain to build towards. If anything, he could be an endgame villain for the whole show, especially considering the movie came out after the original series concluded. So in a way, he was kind of like the endgame villain of the show.
Wasn't there maybe some episode? I don't remember if it was Magica who had it, but someone with the Merlok book.
Oh God, I honestly can't remember.
Well, yeah, was it the? Yeah, I don't think that was connected to Merlok though. I think that was just like more like Jin,
or like the book that Merlok used. I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've watched the original DuckTales run.
No, I was talking about this run.
Oh, sorry. I don't.
I
think the closest we've gotten to that is Gene from a couple episodes ago.
Okay, where is it? Hold on, I found something on it. What is it? Merlok is referenced in the episode Jaws, money sign, which features a book entitled Le Grimoire du Merlok.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
As executive, executive actually just said that the Jaws episode.
Yeah. Okay. Claude Coringa says he wants to see Glomgold in season 3. We have not seen him yet. I agree.
Although we did see some of his advertisements in this one.
Oh yeah, yeah. That like the buff,
yeah,
the buff,
like Glom energy drink or something.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's
see.
I was like, well, that's disturbing.
Yeah.
Inhuman Quake says, "What if?" Yeah, right. Inhuman Quake says, "What if Disney Plus makes a DuckTales movie?" I would love that for sure. I mean, I don't think it would be like on the scale of like the DuckTales theatrical movie back in the day, but I do think they could very much do a really solid kind of TV movie type deal, like a 1-hour special or something. Or
of course, I'd hope for a theatrical movie when it's okay to go to the theaters again. But yeah,
I mean, they are kind of. I mean, I think a couple things. There are a couple going to be animated DComs on Disney Plus, probably coming out soon.
Like there's that Phineas and Ferb one.
Yeah, that's
supposed to happen. Right.
That's specifically the one I was talking about, but yeah. So who knows where they very who knows they very well could do a Disney Plus version though. They might not because this is long after Phineas and Ferb is over. This is still in the middle of DuckTales' run, so they probably wait a bit for it to do an actual movie.
Right. Pink Pearl, sorry you're having trouble with your autocorrect. But hope you're enjoying the podcast, and if you need to go, that's totally fine. Have a good day. Have a good night, wherever you are. Whatever time zone you're in, if it's day or night. Have a good evening, I guess. Anyways, Jacob, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Oh, no, I was saying was like, they probably wouldn't do... If anything, they'd probably be more on the actual channel itself, not Disney+.
Yeah.
Milo Murphy might get a cameo in the new Phineas and Ferb movie.
Yeah, because Weird Al's been listed as as a guest star.
All right. I actually came across a pitch on my Imagineering competition the other day that Pie on My Cake, actually, he pitched that there should be a DuckTales 3D platformer. Because, of course, the DuckTales 2D platformer was really, obviously one of the best licensed games of all time, to tell you the truth.
And Remastered was also very good.
Right. And so I think that if they made a 3D platformer, I think they could, especially if you switch between characters, you could have Scrooge with the cane jump, you could have Launchpad and flying sequences, you could have Gizmo Duck and superhero segments where you're going around the city saving people.
Maybe Della could use her leg as a weapon.
Yeah, there you go. I think it could be a really fun game.
Yeah, Webby with the grappling hook. Now, I still feel instead of cloning Runaway Railway, they should do a DuckTales ride in that style.
Oh, Monkey, I am totally with you. Especially because they could literally just use the exact same footprint, exact same track as Runaway Railway, and just have different projections. It wouldn't even be that hard.
Yeah. And then, what do you know? It would be another reason to go to Hollywood Studios. One less clone.
Right. Exactly. I'm totally with you.
I'd probably base it around like a launch pad flight or something.
Just
something like you're going on an adventure with them or something.
It'd have to be based around a vehicle if they really do want to stick to the clone of Runaway Railway as much as possible while it still isn't a clone. So maybe Launchpad could be flying the plane and we're flying along with him or something like that.
Or like, I've never driven a mine train before. Let's see if I can crash it.
There you go.
I think a good attraction would be like Mount Everest.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good potential for a DuckTales attraction. All right. Biomon. Hey there, Biomon. He says, I wonder if Webby's parents might get a mention this season. I really would be kind of surprised if they didn't, just considering how much focus that sort of cliffhanger mystery hashtag Beakley Secrets. Oh, Beakley Theories. Yeah, hashtag Beakley Theories. That's like the closest thing that I've actually gone to a hashtag actually like taking off on this channel.
Nice.
Anyways, so yeah, I really won't be surprised. And let's see. Rinka, thoughts on a Beagle Boy being a junior woodchuck? That was a fun cameo, but in general, what I liked more about that scene was just I liked the character development for Huey. I liked how we really saw how isolated he was.
So was that Eric Bauza doing the voice?
Yep.
Okay.
Once again,
of course it was.
It once again shows the range he has.
Yeah.
He's like a modern day
with donuts and ice cream.
Like I swear, Eric Bauza is like a modern day Mel Blanc.
Totally. I mean, him and and shit. Why am I blanking on his name? Corey Burden. Him and Corey Burden both are just like millions of voice acting. Let's see. Claude Rinka.
So it's actually appropriate that Eric Bauza is kind of comparison because he's actually in the new Looney Tunes show.
No, you're right. All right, Claude Rinka poses a very terrifying theory. Duckworth was or is a part of Fowl. Claude, let me just say, if that's true, then that just makes all my, my Duckworth's ghost being the most terrifying thing in existence. Just makes it all true.
Spying on Fowl.
Well, I mean,
yeah, maybe
he's a ghost, so he could.
We don't know how Duckworth died.
That's true.
According to Frank, his final words were
very good, sir.
Yes.
I just I when I think of Duckworth on the show before he died, and we haven't seen much of anything of him before.
No, just in that Christmas flashback.
Right. But I like to think of him as like the badass military version of Alfred from Batman.
Yeah.
So.
I may have thought you were going to say Alf at first. So.
Oh, God. Claude, yes, I am absolutely excited for the new Rick and Morty tonight. We will be doing a podcast on that episode tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I am very much looking forward to Rick and Morty. I'm hoping that it's good.
Fenton, I turned myself into a pickle, Fenton.
Oh God. Okay. Jesus Christ. I was wondering where you were going with that, monkey.
Speaking of that,
Bulb, go get me the Szechuan sauce. There's my Rick and Morty references.
All right.
Well, speaking of Fenton, I like how he actually made him like the actually hired him full on at the end of the episode. Like,
that's not technically how doctorates work, but I don't care.
But yeah,
fight better.
Claude, like I said, I really hope that Rick and Morty kind of ups its game, because I got to be honest with you, none of the season 4 episodes really blew me away yet. So hopefully the last half of season 4 is going to be a little better. Hopefully. Inhuman Quake says Harley Quinn DC on tonight on Sci-Fi. Inhuman Quake, I definitely have to catch up on Harley Quinn. I've seen the first few episodes on DC Universe. I need to catch up, and eventually we'll do a podcast on it, because I do really like what I see on that show. Let's see. A couple more comments, guys. I want to kind of maybe try and wrap this up a little bit, because I feel like we've covered pretty much all the bases here. Eric is rumored to be voicing Oswald for Disney Plus. Now that's an interesting proposition.
Oh, they're not getting Frank Welker back. I mean, I don't mind Eric doing it to begin with, but
well, I mean, it's like they gave a new voice to Mickey. So
that was only because,
I don't know.
Well, that was only because
of the shorts. Yeah.
Yes, that's only because
for those. Yeah.
Like
all right.
Brett Iwan took over after Wayne Allwine died. Rest in peace. And they only got Chris Diamantopoulos for the 2013 shorts.
Yeah, I understand that. That's what I'm saying, though. I'm saying that the new Oswald shorts could very well be its own version of the new Mickey shorts, where it's kind of like meant to take place in its own sort of standalone continuity.
It's funny to think that I don't remember if they had any dialogue shorts playing in Mickey's house, but the thought occurs that in Disneyland, like, if it hadn't already, then it would be when Runaway Railway opens. You could hear like 3 different voices of Mickey in the same park.
Oh my god! Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Of course, you've got Main Street Cinema with Walt's voice.
Although that's all silent, they don't play the sound in there. But you got little bits around Toontown.
They played the sound on Steamboat Willie.
Oh, right.
So technically, you do hear Walt's voice in Steamboat Willie, even if it's just like.
Let's see. There's Walt, Jimmy McDonald, Wayne Allwine, Brett Iwan, and Chris Diamantopoulos.
Yeah, I know you got Allwine and, like, at the very least some little stuff around Toontown, and then get Iwan and Magical Map and Phantasmic, and then
Wait, Iwan is in Phantasmic?
The new Phantasmic.
Oh, the new Phantasmic.
Yeah, Phantasmic 2016.
That'd be fun if there was a DuckTales segment in Phantasmic. Maybe if they
let's just make a whole DuckTales park. Honestly.
Yeah, let's replace the pirate segment with a DuckTales segment.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. What would the use of the Columbia be though?
I don't know. Peg Hook the pirate, or I don't know.
Don Carnage, maybe.
But that's an airship.
Yeah, he's a sky pirate, though.
Yeah, I know, but still, he could be like, "Oh, I've moved on to actual boats now." I don't know. That was a really lame. That was a really lame joke.
Peg Hook the pirate or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Anyways, guys.
If you have actual pirates in this show, they should at least use Pete.
Is there any other part of the episode the people in the comments want us to comment on? Because I think we've pretty much run the course. One thing I really do like about this episode is how the Gizmo Duck armor was used. It was very Iron Man-esque.
Yeah, like just say blah, and that gets the arm.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like that.
Easy. See, easy.
Yeah, so
I don't think David.
I know there was the whole. I know that Fenton was saying like, "Oh, here's Boyd's chance to prove himself," but he couldn't have just taken on the taken on the robbers alone. Stay here. Huey and Boyd stay there while Fenton fights the criminals. Which I know. Then I know. We got to have a plot. Yeah.
I mean, the whole point of it was Fenton kind of like being overzealous about it, so that didn't bother me.
Yeah, I like that nice little moment where Huey's like, "Oh, usually my brothers would be super bored by all of this," and then And Boyd's like, no, this is great. I can.
Oh! The moment with Huey where Boyd's like, "Oh, do you want to go? We can write down all our experiences in a logbook and then compare notes afterwards." And then that just breaks Huey. It's just like, let's do it.
Yeah, and I can kind of relate to Huey, and they're like, they're sort of like, oh, all these facts about this piece of history or
I can absolutely relate to Huey in this moment for sure.
Yeah.
Monkey, that's going to be you when you eventually get to the Disney Family Museum.
Or of course, like say the classical, oh, this was in that theater, and yeah.
Right, of course, yeah. All right, guys, I think we're pretty much wrapping up the conversation here. Jacob, do you have the episodes in front of you?
I think the next one confirmed is the Rumble for Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
Crossing fingers for Chris Hemsworth.
I forget Chris Hemsworth. I want Taika Waititi.
Oh, that would be a good one too. Yeah, that would be good.
Honestly, I'd rather prefer Chris, but
no, I'd rather prefer Taika. Honestly,
you know what? Let's get a three-man package: Chris Hemsworth, Taika Waititi, and Tom Hiddleston.
There you go.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay, there's no official word on it yet, but the only guest star is Christopher Hivju as Jormungandr.
Okay. Look, guys, I don't think it's going to be the Ragnarok we're thinking of, all right? Let's not get our hopes up.
Apparently,
wait, what if there's... Tiki, wouldn't it be delightful if there's someone in the next episode who's like, you want to try the shortbread?
Well, I mean, yes, but that would be very weird because that would pretty much imply that they would have had to have listened to a very specific podcast from a very niche YouTube channel and then worked that very specific line in there. I mean, that's a lot of...
Maybe, do they not say it to others? Would they not?
No, Monkey. It's not like something that they have to say. It's just
okay.
I mean, it's just something that I just happen to.
God, what if they, assuming that this is going to be something Norwegian or whatever, what are the odds they somehow work in Maelstrom?
Okay, if you work in Maelstrom, then I'd love that. What's the famous Maelstrom line? Like, back over the falls you go, or something like that.
Back over the falls.
Right. Over the falls. Yeah, all we need is that. If we get that, then
this is troll country. Disappear.
And you know what? We get this show gave us the moon theme. All right, so it's like they're not below.
Oh my God! What if? Yeah, or you could have some guide or whatever say, you're not the first to pass this way, nor shall you be the last.
Oh, there you go. That's all I want. And then maybe like a cameo by that little troll guy that's in the gift shop still, the one with the really big nose.
Right. Can we skip the movie? It's boring and educational.
Okay, if we're talking Hercules remake, guys, all I can say is that I would very much vouch for James Woods returning as Hades. I think he could do a very good job. I know politically he's kind of a little bit hot water, but I don't really pay attention to politics like that. But if you had to recast Hades, then
I'm gonna say recast Hades because those reasons. But all I'm gonna say is, I would appreciate it if you get at least one person from Hades Town in there.
I mean, and I'm one who doesn't believe that someone's political stance should affect their career. So
I'm not, maybe also just as a person stuff, but that's not a conversation to have now. So
yeah, it's really not.
but again, right. Jeff Goldblum is Hades as the Inhuman Quake.
Patrick Page.
Yeah, Patrick Page. I could see that. I could see Patrick Page.
Yeah, get Reeve Carney in there somewhere. I don't know.
I've heard people pitching Danny DeVito coming back as Phil, and honestly, I'd be totally fine with that. I mean, Danny DeVito is like a national treasure.
Sounds reasonable.
Or at least get Robert Costanza to provide the voice again.
All right, guys. We're running low on time here. It's going into casting territory. That's not what this podcast is. We have very limited streaming time. Honestly, we're gonna get re-upped on streaming time soon, but we only have a very limited number of hours left. So we got to go, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's go through the line. Big thanks here to Claude Rinka, Inhuman Quake, Executive, Pink Pearl, and let's see, Biomon, and I think there's one other person I'm missing here somewhere along the way. Oh yeah, Matej, Benik. So big thanks to all you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are the reason why I still do this stuff. I love you guys. Have a good night, everyone. See you next week. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for Rick and Morty. And yeah, see y'all later. Woo-hoo!
Woohoo!
Beakley was Patrick Page in a suit the whole time.
Beakley